The messages that are to be said are drawn during Samhain, or as people know as Halloween. This is a time when the portal between worlds and dimensions is at its thinnest. Therefore, we are feeling quite an intense energy that is beneficial to get the clearest of messages. This is also a time when spirits and other otherworldly beings can travel to our realm, which can be dangerous to humans as we are reckless and selfish. Do not try to summon or perform rituals unless you are knowledgeable, prepared, and protected. There may be activities that can be easy and have less risks to people, but there are also those with higher levels of consequences. This session is charged to be recommended to any person at any point in time, always for the best and highest good of all. Accept the messages that highly resonate with you. Relate your meaning making to your intuition and the energies of the cards. Do not assume that because the algorithm recommends this to you, all messages are intended for you. Use this reading to provide and gather high vibrational energies, for we need them more than ever. Stay protected, stay truthful, stay kind, and be one with the wilderness. Hi, my name is Mirandus, and one of my personality traits is that I am a tarot reader, a medium, and a witch. One of the purposes of this channel is to make readings for everyone for as long as I can, as part of my spiritual journey to help myself train on specific skills and to help others by giving a sense of guidance. The general messages from the multiverse are as follows. Nature, Moon reversed, 2 of Athames, 8 of Athames reversed, 7 of Athames reversed, and Knight of Chalices. The theme is all about decisions and restrictions. There are some of you who might need to free themselves from self-imposed restrictions, while others might need to control their actions a little bit more. We all have to be more careful with the delusions that we are bringing to ourselves and the illusions brought by other people to control us into doing what they want us to do. If we're not careful, then we might lead ourselves to more frustrations, quarrels, delays, and obstacles. However, if we are careful and clever, this opens the opportunity for us to take a couple more steps towards our path and towards whatever we have been manifesting for a while. For the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, things might have been easy for you for the past few weeks. There has been success or victory, which are represented by the Ace of Athames. However, you've been so hard on yourself by being so restless and planning a lot more, which are represented by the Page of Wands, without even allowing yourself to breathe and celebrate. You're able to make strategies and plans, which are represented by the Queen of Chalices. However, you might be getting too hard on yourself. You're pretending as if you're not tired and exhausted. This may have been due to the fact that you've lost quite a lot in the past, whether it be money, relationships, opportunities, and so forth. And you've corrected those mistakes and you've worked on your shadow, which can be seen through the Harvest reversed by being strategic and persevering. However, despite the fact that you conquered that, there's this fear and anxiety of going back to what once was. As water signs, there's always a tendency to imagine situations that are quite anxiety-inducing. However, you have to snap out of it. You've already conquered the beast. You've already corrected your mistakes and you're doing quite a good job. Don't be too hard on yourself. Trust yourself. As the 5 of Athames is telling, you need to overcome your anxiety. You need to have the courage to face whatever it is you're going to face head on. You need to prioritize and be selfish for once. represented by the King of Athames reversed. Treat yourself to that dream vacation, buy a book, go on a date, and once you've done that, then you may go back to being practical. Now, you may go back to studying your steps and strategies. Now you get to go back doing the hustle. And instead of imagining the things that may or may not happen, why not start imagining the positive things that you will get? Why not start imagining the success of your plans so we can already factor in the law of attraction? And if you think you have a high potential for fucking things up, then you should also think that you have a higher potential to go through with your plans and be successful. For the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, you may have been feeling dissatisfaction, dissatisfaction to yourself, to whatever it is going on to you. And that sense of being critical, represented by the Five of Pentacles and King of Wands reversed, might not always be a bad thing. In this case, you may have been doing the right thing because there is an evident opening to opportunities and creativity and do-overs, represented by the star. And there is also good emotional stability represented by the Two of Chalices, which is a good sign as earth signs are usually known for their stability. This vibe is caused by a bit of regret of having an unfinished work, where most of the time things were stagnant no matter how much effort you've made. So that's the World Tree reversed. You've tried to bring stability by negotiating or making efforts to alleviate one's personal problems or obstacles. Two of Athames. So I'm assuming that this project was a group effort. There may have been opportunities open to the group for the success of the project, but there was never any kind of follow through, so you might have felt a bit unappreciated or unrecognized. The Three of Chalices reversed, which is quite understandable. Now, you have been given an opportunity to stand out, so this is an individual, and taking such opportunity will greatly help not only yourself but others in your group as well. I see that there's no sense of leaving that unfinished work behind. It feels like the timing was just not working with everyone, and you all have to do, shelf it for some time until you are all ready and equipped to do what you have to do. Now, with that opportunity, you are being asked to be more objective with the standing stone. You now know that making something always has a risk. You now must be able to have that fear of loss or collateral damage. You have to be more mindful now. If you're able to do that and be as stable and as consistent as the earth, then you'll definitely get that success that you've been wanting for quite a while. For the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you may have to stop fooling yourself. You've been quite selfish and resisting to your path, King of Athames reversed, and you have to wake up and strip yourself off of that false abundance in order to see the true success and the true positive energies that you seek. As air signs, your energies at this point are too stubborn and erratic, and the situation is hurting you. The probable reason why you've been experiencing this is that you were quite discontented with whatever is going on with your life, so there may have been a lot of lacking, and opportunity came through the Ace of Chalices. So as abundance, money, relationship, that satisfaction that you've been wanting for quite a while. You've made your choice to be in this false reality of endless material abundance by changing your lifestyle and sharing that a kind of abundance to people that surround you. You have been so selfish that you've been hurting not just yourself but other people as well. That's why you have to be back to reality. Find the balance. The Two of Pentacles reversed say that you must be able to live with what you actually have because you have the tendency to be so lavish. So there is the tendency for overspending. Do not rush into spending money, because you have to think that even though you never know when you may lose the money or when you may regain the money, Nine of Wands reversed, there's always more where that came from. Be comfortable with the nothingness and the lack, and only then you will be able to get that abundance. Lastly, the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You have been feeling tensions within yourself and tensions around you. Two of Athame. You are currently dissatisfied with your situation, asking yourself, why am I experiencing this? And you've also been having lots of regrets and what ifs. What if I wasn't reckless? What if I tried to do this or that? You've been dwelling on what has been making you sad and upset for the past few months, like 5 of Chalices, and you've been feeling as you cannot move forward if you're not able to resolve such problems by going back. Of course, ideally, there should be no harm with going back and fixing what you need to fix, because retrospect is important. However, you are reveling in your regret. This may have been caused by your fiery desire to be successful. You may have been feeling quite stagnant because of fear and anxiety. 5 of Athame reversed. And whenever you feel like doing something, you've been ending up doing the extremes, because those are the only moments when you can release that energy buildup. Your anxiety has been laced with adrenaline every time, and every time it fucks you up. Now, you've probably received a message or news on something that you've been working on, 8 of Wands, and most probably a good one. So now, what is happening is that you're not only having tensions about the past, but you're now being too critical of whatever you're doing every single time. You always have to check for flaws or for weak points, and that makes everything in what you're doing so weak. You have to go with the flow. You have to loosen up for quite a bit. There can be no victory if you're too tense. And the 10 of Chalices say that you have to retrieve that love and kindness to yourself. You must have the contentment enough for you to stay sane whenever things don't go well with your plan, while retaining that fiery perseverance and desire to be successful. Both can exist at the same time. Making decisions is now impractical as the 8 of Wands reversed. You have to be one with your fire. Do what you feel like doing, and do it with kindness and finesse. These are the Samhain messages. Already claim the truths laid out to and for you. You don't have to do anything else, for your intent of acceptance and being one with the multiverse through these messages already allow you to have the growth and development that you need. Thank you so much for reaching the end of the video, and don't forget to like and comment, especially if the messages resonated with you. And subscribe to the channel for more content on spirituality, mediumship, tarot reading, and witchcraft. For the greatest and highest good of everyone, sending lots of luck, love, and light to everyone.